Hello, and welcome to today's workshop, Navigate a Career Change with Confidence. Grow with Google helps people grow their skills, careers, and businesses by offering free digital skills training and tools. I'm Beth from the Somerset County Library. This workshop was created for people at any stage of a career transition, whether you're starting to think about moving into a new job or field, or already applying for positions. Your career transition might even lead you to start your own business. No matter what type of career you plan to pursue, we'll spend the next 45 minutes or so getting clear on your career goals and charting a course to achieve them. Some of today's activities will involve writing, so you may want to have a pen and paper handy, or a digital document like a Google Doc. You'll also begin making edits to your current resume, so be ready to take notes on a printed copy of your resume, or you can make edits in an electronic copy instead. Now let's look at the topics we're covering today. In today's session, we'll help you gain clarity about the career change you want to make. We'll start by exploring your why, including some activities to help you get specific about your desires for the next phase of your career. Next, we'll examine the strengths and experiences you bring to the table. We'll spend some time identifying transferable skills that you can bring to your next job. We'll take the information and use it to update your resume. After that, we'll examine what you've got so far and discuss ways to fill in the gaps in your skill set. Finally, we'll create a career change plan that will help you take clear, actionable steps towards your goals. No matter what your reasons are for changing up your career, if you're looking for a new job, you're not alone. When considering a career change, it's important to take some time to think about why you're looking to switch up your work life. Maybe you want more flexibility, or you've had a revelation about the type of work that feels meaningful to you. Or maybe you are frustrated with a specific aspect of your current job. Answering the question of why you want to change your career can give you clarity on what kind of career you should pursue. It can also give you an indication of the types of work you should avoid. Even if you already have your next move in mind, knowing your why can help you focus your job search and prepare for interviews. This chart shows 4 overlapping circles that represent elements that many people find rewarding in a career. You should consider whether a potential career is something that you love to do, is an area where you've developed skills or expertise, is something that you get paid enough to do, and is something that the world needs. It may not be realistic or even desirable for you to find a career where all of these elements are perfectly balanced. For example, you may be at a point in your life where what I get paid for is the most important thing to you or your family. So your interests, strengths, and the world's needs are not as important. Only you can determine the right balance between those goals, or if these are even the right motivators for your own career path. The next activity will help you get a better understanding of the why behind your career by looking back at the most meaningful experiences you've had at work. In a few moments, I'm going to give you some time to write down the best experiences of your career so far. These experiences can be the kinds of career highlights that would go on your resume, like getting a promotion or delivering a project on time and on budget. You might also include experiences that moved you, felt great, or impacted other people. like a time you threw a colleague's retirement party or helped a coworker deliver a great presentation. Take 2 minutes to write a list of the best experiences from your career so far. Now take 1 minute to list experiences from other parts of your life, such as volunteer work, hobbies, or other interests. For example, if you organized a fundraiser event for a charity or mentored a young person. For the second part of this activity, you'll look toward the future career by writing down experiences you want to have at your next job. For example, maybe you want your work to positively impact your community, or maybe you want an increase in compensation or the chance to be more creative at work. To help you identify experiences you want to have, ask yourself questions like, do you want to work with a specific group of people? Do you want to use a specific skill set? What kind of impact do you want to have? What kind of impact do you want your work to have? What do you want your work days to look like? I'll give you a few minutes to write about the experiences you want to have in your career. For the final step of this activity, look over both lists, the experiences you've had and the ones you'd like to have. Ask yourself, what themes do you see? What do these experiences have in common? Maybe a common theme is helping people or selling a product or service you believe in. Maybe it's collaborating with a great team or solving complex problems. For example, if my favorite experiences were helping retail customers find the right clothing for a big event, renting a wedding venue to a happy couple, and coaching direct reports to deliver a great presentation, the common theme would be helping people hit a big milestone in a confident, joyful way. This could lead me to a job as a career coach, a therapist, or even a project manager. Once you discover the common thread or threads at your best work experiences, write it down. You might need more time to discover what your favorite and desired experiences have in common, so feel free to come back and add to your notes later. Now take a minute to look at the lists, and then find themes and experiences shared by both. Did you discover anything that surprised you? If you'd like, take a moment to share what you learned in the chat box. Your newfound insights can help you choose your new field or job, or get more specific about the type of work you want to do. This specificity can help you hone in on the right opportunities as you search for and apply to jobs and begin interviewing for them. If you're starting your own business, they will help you make informed decisions about how to run your business. Now that you've got a better idea of the kind of work you want to pursue, it's time to get clear on what you bring to the table. Your education, career, and life experiences have given you a unique set of skills and experiences that you'll bring to your new job. In this activity, you'll look at in this activity, you'll look over your resume and make a list of transferable skills. Transferable skills are skills you've already acquired during your career that you can apply to future jobs. Knowing your transferable skills can help you market yourself as a candidate for a new job or work in a totally different field. For example, organizational skills like budgeting, technological skills like programming or IT management, and people skills like managing a team can be applied to many different jobs over the course of your career. Be sure to also include soft skills such as communication, emotional intelligence, adaptability, teamwork, problem solving, time management, critical thinking, organization, stress management, creativity, and persuasiveness. Take a few minutes to write down your transferable skills. If you need more time to complete this step, come back to it after the workshop. Now take another minute to write down the skills you've acquired in other activities, like volunteer work, hobbies, and other commitments. If you volunteer in a soup kitchen, you might add cooking and hospitality skills. If you play a sport on the weekends, you might add that you work well with a team. Take a minute to add skills from your hobbies and volunteer work. Now that you have a list of your transferable skills, I'll give you a few minutes to add those skills to your resume. If you have a printed out copy of your resume, just make notes on it. If your resume is in digital format, make changes directly to it or add comments. If you already know what type of job you'll be applying for, be sure you prominently feature the skills relevant to that job. For example, if you're coming from a job as a general manager of a restaurant and applying to jobs in real estate, highlight your skills in customer service and ability to juggle multiple projects. Imagine you're transitioning from a job managing a retail sales team to a new career as a digital marketer. While you may have to learn some new digital marketing skills, you can call out your transferable skills on your resume and in an interview. For example, you can highlight your experience with sales, ability to manage a team, and experience juggling multiple projects in a fast-paced environment. Or if you've been working as a front desk receptionist and want to go into project management, you should highlight the fact that you're a strong communicator and very organized. Transferable skills make it possible to move from one field to another. It's important to identify these skills so that you can point them out to potential employers and make it clear that you're qualified for your next job. After this workshop, incorporate the edits you've made to your resume. Then take a few moments to update your profile on a professional networking site like LinkedIn. Make sure that you call out relevant transferable skills in your profile. Also check that your profile is filled out completely and that your photo is up to date and professional. In other words, it's a high quality photo that presents you in your best light. You've already started making notes on how to add transferable skills to your resume. Your resume is one of the most important tools you have to let employers know what you have to offer. In this section, I'll share a few key tips for updating your resume to help it stand out from the others. Here are 4 key things you can do to strengthen your resume. Choose a professional format. Highlight your skills and accomplishments. Use specific examples and measurable details. And finally, tailor your resume to fit the specific job description. I'll explain each of these in a bit more detail. Hiring managers generally only spend a few seconds glancing over a resume to decide which ones are worth a second look. So make sure your resume looks professional, organized, and easy to read. One easy way to make sure your resume looks professional is to choose a pre-designed resume template. You can find these on writing applications like Google Docs or Word. You can also purchase a resume template from a designer or design your own. Here are some key attributes to employ when creating your resume. Set margins to 1 inch and include plenty of white space. White space is the space on the page that isn't filled with text or graphics. It gives the reader's eyes a rest. Use simple, readable language. Use clear headings. And choose an appropriate font for the position. Formal-looking fonts like Arial or Times New Roman are suitable for most positions. But you might be able to use a more elaborate font for design and other creative positions. The image on the right shows a professionally formatted resume with clear headings, a plain font, and wide margins. Your resume is not supposed to be a comprehensive list of all the jobs you've ever had. Instead, it should showcase the skills and accomplishments that will make the employer want to contact you for an interview. But hiring managers need to see the skills and accomplishments that are most relevant to the job you're applying for. And they'll likely also want to know the most recent work experiences you've had. So put the most recent work experience first. Don't be afraid to eliminate jobs from your resume that are not relevant to the one you're applying for. At the same time, if you've done other activities like part-time jobs or volunteer work that are closely related to the job you're applying for or given you skills that would also help at that job, include them. If you need to account for a gap in your work history, volunteer work can also be good to show that you were active in developing your skills, even if you weren't employed. If you're starting a new career and haven't worked in the field before, examine all the job experience or life experience that you do have and make connections whenever you can. Let's move on to citing specific examples and measurable details. What specifically have you done and how has it impacted your coworkers, your team, or the company? The example on the right shows a section of a resume listing an employee's experience from a previous job. It lists managed team, trained new employees, ran meetings effectively, and sold more than sales target. How could they have made this section more specific? One way to show this is to cite specific examples from your previous experience. Describe specific projects you worked on, improvements you made, processes you developed, or goals you attained. Describe the quality of the work you've done in the past and show how it relates to what you could provide to the employer at the new job. The second way is to use measurable details, whenever possible, to quantify the work you did. For example, you might say that you increase sales at your current job. But what does that mean? Did you increase sales from did you increase sales from one widget to two widgets per month? Or from one widget to 1 million widgets? Show your impact in numbers whenever possible. This is also a great place to add any awards or recognition you received. These show how other people have viewed your accomplishments. Here's an improved version of this description. It includes specifics and measurable details. It includes managed a team of 8 employees, trained 15 new employees in 2 years, ran weekly team meetings with 20 attendees, and exceeded sales target by 20%, selling 20 widgets over the company's set goal of 100. This description makes it clear exactly what this job applicant accomplished and how valuable they could be to a new company. Many businesses use screening or applicant tracking software to narrow the pile of possible candidates before a manager even looks at them. These computer programs scan the resumes for keywords that are in the job description. If those words don't appear often enough in the resume, or if the skills you highlight don't match the job description, the program determines that the person is not a good candidate for the position. Even if the employer is not using applicant tracking software, people also tend to scan resumes for keywords. You'll be most successful when your resume matches the language of a job description. When you create a resume for a particular job, you should incorporate as many of the keywords into your past experience and work history as possible. When you describe your past experience using the same terms the employer used in the job description, you'll have a better chance of passing screening software if the company is using it. You'll stand out more to the hiring manager, and you'll show that you paid close attention to the qualities they want in a candidate. Once you've figured out what you have to offer and how to communicate it on your resume, it's time to find the skills you need to acquire in order to become a great candidate for the job you want. After you know what skills or experiences you still need to acquire, you can make a plan to get them. The first step towards identifying areas where you'll need to grow your own skills is finding out what skills employers are looking for. For example, many industries are transitioning from traditional advertising to digital marketing and will need to hire individuals who know how to promote their business online. Data analytics skills can also help you get exciting jobs in many fields, including finance, marketing, and business intelligence. To address a skill gap, make a plan to gain those skills by participating in more training or education through institutions like college degree programs or continuing education programs. You can also find educational resources in your local community or online. You can also give yourself real-life experience in the field or job you want to pursue. One way to do this is to ask to volunteer or shadow someone who's already working in a job or industry you want to enter. Or if you find a project at your current job that's outside of your area of expertise, you can volunteer to take it on. Perhaps your retail manager sent out an email asking for a sales associate to perform some data analysis about the duration of time customers who make a purchase spend in the store compared to those who do not. This could allow you to explore your interest in data analytics. You can also spend time speaking to people. Ask your friends to introduce you to people working in the career or field you're interested in. A more structured way to do this is called an informational interview. Informational interviews are not job interviews, aren't conducted with the intent of being hired. Rather, an informational interview is a meeting for the purpose of learning about a job, field, or company. And unlike a traditional interview, which is led by an employer, you'll request the interview and be in charge of leading the conversation. So make sure you're prepared with questions before your interview. You can ask questions about a typical day at work, the interviewee's career path and educational background, and the benefits and challenges of their chosen field. To find people you may want to ask for an informational interview, reach out to friends of friends, contacts on professional networking sites, or even individuals in a different department within your own company. You can send an email to request an informational interview. In your email, you should state your request in the subject line of your email. Keep it simple and clear, like informational interview request. Briefly explain your reason for reaching out to them. Perhaps a colleague recommended that you connect with them because of your shared career interests. Maybe they are an expert in their field and you would like to ask them for career advice. Or maybe they made a similar career change and you would like to hear how they successfully made the transition. Whatever your reason, be concise and straightforward. Then ask the recipient if they might have any availability to speak or meet with you. Ask for 20 to 30 minutes of their time. Set a friendly and professional tone. You can ask to meet in person, virtually, or to speak over the phone. Let them determine the day and time. Be flexible and open. Remember, you are asking them to take time out of their busy schedule to meet with you. Finish your request by thanking them for their time and consideration. And even though this is not a job interview, it is still a good idea to either include your resume or a link to your LinkedIn profile. If the recipient does not know you, your resume or linked profile will give them an idea of who you are, your background, experience, and professional interests. We've spent this workshop getting clear on the why behind your job search. You've identified the skills you have to offer a new workplace and started exploring ways to gain the skills and experiences you need to get the job of your dreams. Now, you're ready to make a plan. You're going to start your career plan by taking the long view. What are your ultimate career goals? Pick your top long-term career goal. Here are a few examples to get you thinking. Grow my own consulting business. Become a commercial real estate agent. Become a UX designer. Manage a team of sales professionals. I'll give you a few moments to write down your career goal. If you'd like, share it in the chat. In the next activity, you will break your larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps called SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So if your goal is to start selling real estate, your SMART goal could be getting a real estate license by March. The goal of getting a real estate license is specific. You know exactly what you need to do to meet that goal. It's measurable. You will know if you earn your license. It's attainable. It is in your power to research and sign up for the license exam. It is relevant. It will help you meet your goal of becoming a real estate agent. And it's time bound. You will earn your real estate license by March. Of course, the step of getting your real estate license can also be broken down further into more SMART goals. But for now, just pick your major goal, break it into SMART goals, then return to your career plan to create smaller and smaller SMART goals. Now brainstorm 3 to 5 SMART goals you'll need to hit to achieve your major career goal. Think of these goals like steps. What steps will you need to take to attain your career goal? Take 3 minutes to write down 3 to 5 SMART goals that will help you achieve your major career goal. As you brainstorm your SMART goals, think about key people you can reach out to who might be able to help you on your career path. Contacting that person can be a SMART goal. Which skills and experiences you need to pursue your career and how you might obtain those skills and experiences. If you run out of time, return later to finish this process. Choosing your SMART goals is an important step for creating your career plan, so make sure you complete this process. Your first set of SMART goals is just a first step toward a completed career plan. Spend some time after this workshop adding more and more SMART goals to your plan. Eventually, your plan should consist of many, many small steps you can take toward accomplishing your major goal. Once you set deadlines for each SMART goal, you can add those deadlines to your calendar, planner, or a reminder app, so you'll stay on track and with launching your new career. The small steps you take every day will help you create a fulfilling new career path. If you're looking to join a new company during the next phase of your career, you may find yourself scheduling several job interviews. Google just created a free online tool that can help you prepare to make your best impression. The interview warm-up tool helps job seekers practice for upcoming interviews. When you visit the site, you'll be given the opportunity to answer commonly asked interview questions in real time. The tool uses machine learning to transcribe your responses, then analyzes them for patterns, most used words, and job-related terminology. The interview warm-up gives you a low-pressure opportunity to practice your interview answers before speaking with a real-life recruiter or hiring manager. Visit the tool at grow.google/certificates/interview-warmup. There are some specially designed practice interviews for different specialties, or you can just select a general interview to practice for another field. We hope this workshop helped you feel better prepared to navigate a career change with confidence. To recap, you found your why by getting specific about your desires for your career. Next, you got clear on your value by examining your transferable skills. You started applying those updates to your resume. After that, you discovered ways to fill in skill gaps so that you can pursue your new field or career with confidence. Finally, you completed a career change plan consisting of actionable steps toward achieving your career goals. If you enjoy video lessons, subscribe to the Google Career Certificates YouTube channel at youtube.com/Google Career Certificates. The channel publishes a new video regularly, covering topics that can help you grow your skills and careers. If you're looking to start a new career and land a competitively paid job or build skills to grow in your career, check out Google Career Certificates. Google Career Certificates can give you a path to in-demand jobs with top employers that are currently hiring. You can earn a certificate and prepare for a new career in a high-growth field in under 6 months, even if you don't have relevant experience. Learn at your own pace and complete the online program in your own terms. Certificates are available for data analytics, advanced data analytics, business intelligence, digital marketing and e-commerce, IT support, IT automation with Python, user experience design, project management, and cybersecurity. You can get started at grow.google/certificates. There may be scholarships available to help you pay for your Google certificates. Grow with Google is an initiative to help people prepare for work, find jobs, and grow their businesses. Job seekers can grow their skills in order to find new jobs and advance their careers. Teachers can learn how to put the latest technology to work inside and outside the classroom. Small business owners can build their online presence and find new customers. Startups can learn how to get their ideas the exposure they need to succeed. Developers can sharpen their current skills and master new ones. To learn more, visit google.com/grow. And thank you so much for attending today's workshop. We truly value your feedback, and if you would like to take a moment to share your thoughts, we'd appreciate it. You can access the survey at g.co/grow/feedback or by using your mobile phone's camera to scan the QR code on this slide. Click the banner that appears to access the survey. And you can find this and other workshops available at your local library. Thanks again.